Macedonia is a unique place. Despite its long history, it is a young, vibrant economy. As such, it welcomes foreign investment. It welcomes investment not at any price, however. We have a very strong relationship with the Ministry of Environment, who wish to partner with us to show how natural resources can be developed in a sustainable manner. That makes Macedonia particularly unique, in my view, from an international perspective.
Euromax is a Canadian mining, exploration and development company with major assets across Eastern Europe, in Serbia, Bulgaria and Macedonia. The gold deposits found in the Carpathian Belt have been mined over centuries, with the yield used to build the Roman Empire and fund the armies of Alexander the Great. Today, there are still rich gold veins and porphyry structures throughout the belt. Following extensive geological work and a detailed conceptual study, the board of Euromax Resources make a strong case for mining in Macedonia. Positioned with Albania to the west, Bulgaria to the east, Greece to the south and Serbia to the north, Macedonia is an old country with a modern outlook. The region's rich minerals deposits have always attracted interest on the world stage.
It benefits from all of the infrastructure of being an EU accession country and its geographic location. And as such, it is exceptionally unusual to find a young country with all of those benefits in place. Put these two things together and you make it a very, very important place for mining within Europe.
Skopje is a blend of traditional Byzantine and modern-style architecture, accommodating the shops, offices and piazzas of any modern, thriving European capital city. Central to Skopje is the Sobrani, the Republic's democratic parliament, which houses the Assembly of Representatives. Despite Macedonia's history, it has a young, democratically elected coalition government focused on growth and development. It is this forward-thinking parliament that makes Euromax's Ilovitza project such an attractive proposition. The Macedonian cabinet's contemporary governance shows a true commitment to the sustainability and prosperity of the Republic of Macedonia. The nation's extensive natural resources, twinned with good road, rail and power infrastructure, mean international mining, such as Euromax's Ilovitza project, has been encouraged by the Assembly of Macedonia.
It's an average grade porphyry for its size. This project works because of the support of the local community, the support of the national authorities, the fact that the infrastructure is there on hand, so that we have power into site, we have roads into site, but most importantly there's a rail link that can ship the concentrate through to a smelter at very low transport costs. It's an open pit project, so all of these pieces fit together to make the project economically very viable indeed.
Further intent is shown to deal internationally when you consider that the government agreed Euromax a 30-year exploitation agreement for the Ilovitza project in July 2012. The project is anticipated to bring $500 million of investment to Macedonia. The company commissioned a preliminary economic assessment in order to give an early indication of the project's potential future economics. The preliminary economic assessment was carried out based on an 8 million tonne per annum throughput base case, and further scenarios considered 12 and 16 million tonnes. At a 12 million tonne per annum throughput and $470 million capex, the PEA projects production in the region of 250,000 ounces gold equivalent over the 13-year mine life. The PEA also serves as the foundation of the company's pre-feasibility study, or PFS, in which the 12 million tonne scenario will be further explored, as initial results indicate this to be the most economically favourable scenario. At spot prices and assumed payability, the PEA indicates that approximately $5 million in royalties will be paid per annum during the mine life. Now we operate in an environment of sustained higher metal prices as compared to the last 20 years, so the project is much more favourable in terms of its projected economics. On a local level, both Euromax and the Government of Macedonia have shown substantial commitment to responsible rural development.
We've undertaken a scoping study that involves a limited amount of environmental test work. So it proves the fundamentals that it will not have a negative impact on the local environment.
The Ilovitza project has been granted an environmental permit. As project development continues through detailed feasibility and engineering, Euromax has undertaken to comply with all local regulations and will also be applying EU and globally recognised environmental and social regulations, such as the Equator Principles and IFC guidelines.
We will be using modern mining techniques which allow us to access gold at levels of around 1 gram a tonne. But equally importantly, we'll be doing further studies as far as the environment's concerned to confirm the work that we've done to date, indicating that this will be a zero discharge project, that it will not impact the local water table. And so much of our focus will be involved on hydrological drilling, just to confirm the preliminary results that we've had.
78% of the total state royalties paid by Euromax will go directly to the local community, and the main project is situated 2 kilometres from the two villages of Ilovitza and Sharpe, both of which suffer from 30% unemployment. Due to the government's support, Euromax will be able to build a mine providing work to over 500 people, prioritising employment for the local community. Training in new skills that will bolster development in other sectors will be available throughout the engineering, construction and production phases of the project.
The skills programme that we will be introducing to the schools, of course, are not just a benefit for our project on its own. They are very much transferable skills and will be equally beneficial to the broader industrial economy throughout the area.
It is with this local investment and cooperation with the two local mayors that Euromax will support the local communities adjacent to the Ilovitza project.
One of the initiatives that we have been able to accomplish very early on, and a very simple step, but very helpful for the local community, is to ensure that they have clean drinking water. The water currently supplying the village flows through the copper-gold deposit and as a result is naturally contaminated. We have built new wells in Ilovitza village and in Sharpe. That ensures that they have a constant supply of clean drinking water.
They have already opened an information centre in Ilovitza village to encourage continuous dialogue with the local populations. Euromax is also planning to work with local secondary schools and colleges to provide technical classes to develop the necessary engineering and technical skills that will be required as the project moves into the construction phases.
Given that we are 2 to 3 years away from construction and nearly 5 years from production, it means that the education programmes within the schools can be tailored to meet the needs of the project, ensuring a vibrant future for the young locals.
The Euromax management team, both at project level and within the corporate staff and consultants, have extensive experience in the financing and development of mining projects to the highest standards to provide tangible benefits to all stakeholders.
It's an attractive proposition for investors because it's one of those rare circumstances where various pieces of the jigsaw all come together in a natural way.